Good evening, students. In today's session, we are going to cover another important topic, scope of educational sociology. The subject of educational sociology is the constant and dynamic interaction of the individual and his cultural environment or the basic pattern of life. So, the scope of educational sociology encompasses a wide range of topics and issues related to the intersection of education and society. Educational sociology, or we can say its scope, is really vast. It encompasses various aspects of education and its relationship to society. Scope. The term scope in the context of educational sociology refers to the range it covers or breadth of topics, issues, and areas which can be studied that fall within the domain of this field or area of educational psychology. It defines the boundaries that this is the scope of educational sociology. This is the area of educational sociology, and these things can be studied within this field or within this area. So it defines the boundaries as well and extent to the extent of the subject matter that educational sociology covers. The scope of educational sociology determines what aspects of education, listen carefully, what aspects of education and society are explored, analyzed, and researched within this discipline. It helps establish the field's focus, objectives, and areas of inquiry. Once again, scope of educational sociology is vast. Because why it is vast? Because it covers a wide range of topics, wide range of things, because it is related to two major disciplines. One is education, another is psychology, and it is a combination of both of them, educational sociology. So it encompasses various aspects of education and society and its relationship with society. So the term scope in the context of educational sociology refers to the complete range or breadth of topics, issues, and areas of study that fall within the domain of this field. Which domain? Educational sociology. It defines the boundaries and extent of the subject matter that educational sociology covers. The scope of educational sociology determines what aspects of education and society are explored, analyzed, and researched within this discipline. It helps establish the field's focus, objectives, and areas of inquiry. So, let's have a detailed discussion on scope of educational sociology. Socialization and education. Educational sociology explores how educational institutions contribute to the process of socialization by examining how schools transmit knowledge, values, norms, and social roles to individuals. So, this is the process of socialization and how it is con- and how it is transmitted through knowledge, values, norms, and social roles assigned to individuals in school settings. It also investigates how educational settings shape individuals' identities, beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors. Educational systems and structures. Educational sociology analyzes the structure, organization, and functioning of educational systems at different levels, such as different levels means such as early childhood education, then primary education, secondary education, and higher education. It examines the social factors that influence educational policies, practices, curriculum development, pedagogy, and assessment methods. Educational inequalities. Educational sociology examines educational inequalities, their causes. It investigates how social factors such as social class, race, ethnicity, gender, and other dimensions of social difference influence educational opportunities, access to resources, and academic achievement. It examines disparities in educational outcomes and the reproduction of social inequalities through social systems. Social culture and climate. Educational sociology explores the social dynamics, organizational structure, cultural norms within schools. It examines the relationship between teachers, students, administrators, and other stakeholders, and how these relationships contribute to school culture and climate. It investigates factors such as school discipline, bullying, peer dynamics, and the impact of school culture on students' experience and outcomes. You have also acquired several experiences in schools and how they helped you to shape up your personality or to become a certain type of individual. Definitely it would have helped you in some way or the other. Your school culture, students' experience outcomes are often influenced by school culture, climate, or to some extent his or her family environment, community's involvement, parental involvement, and some other factors. But it examines relationships between teachers, students, administrators, because it is related to society. A teacher is also a part of society, a student is also a part of society. So how what kind of relationship do they share, whether it is teacher is strict or autocratic type classroom or democratic setup in classroom where a teacher works as a facilitator, or whether a teacher is like a strict person who is there to impart knowledge in autocratic setup, and how these relationships contribute to school culture and climate. It investigates factors such as school discipline. It is also very important, school discipline, bullying, peer dynamics, and the impact of school culture on students' experience and outcomes. Next, teacher-student interactions. Teacher-student interaction. Educational sociology examines interactions between teachers and students and their impact on learning outcomes. Interaction, or we can call it relationship. Definitely, it impacts learning outcome of a student, because if a student is encouraged, motivated, treated properly, his questions or his problems are solved by his or her teacher, there is a positive environment in classroom, definitely his or her learning outcome will be better. Or if a student is always anxious, afraid of asking questions, how to ask, what others will think, or a teacher doesn't, or with a teacher who doesn't encourage questioning, or who believes in scolding students who are asking questions, so sometimes students are discouraged, students are not allowed, so student teacher relationship suffer, and it affects their learning outcome as well, because they don't share relationship where a student feels free to clear his or her doubts, to ask questions, to discuss his or her classroom problem or some other issue that a teacher should know. So what kind of relationship he or she shares, it definitely affects a student's learning outcome. It investigates the role of teachers, teacher expectations, instructional practices, classroom management, student engagement, and in shaping the teaching learning process. It also explores the influence of power dynamics and social relationships within the classroom. Educational policy and reform. Educational sociology analyzes educational policies, their development, implementation, and consequences. It examines how policy decisions impact educational systems, institutions, and practices. It investigates issues such as curriculum reforms, standardized testing, school accountability measures, school choice, and funding and government structures. It also explores the influence of social and political forces on educational policy making. Education and social change. We have discussed it several times, so I will not talk about it in detail, only a brief outline. Educational sociology explores the relationship between education and broader level societal changes. It investigates how education can contribute to social mobility, social integration, and social transformation. It examines the role of education in promoting social justice, citizenship education, cultural innovation. Comparative and international perspective. Educational sociology engages in comparative and international studies to examine educational systems, policies, and practices across different societies and countries. It compares educational outcomes, structures, and cultural contexts to gain insights into the similarities, differences, and best practices in education across various cultures, social, and economic settings. Educational sociology employs a variety of research methodologies and data analysis to study educational phenomena. It uses qualitative and quantitative research methods, surveys, interviews, observations, and statistical analysis to investigate educational processes, outcomes, and their social implications. The scope of educational sociology extends to studying educational inequalities, disparities, examining factors such as socioeconomic status, race, ethnicity, gender, disability that influence access to educational opportunity and outcomes. It also investigates the broader societal implications of education, including its role in promoting social mobility, fostering civic engagement, addressing a social issue such as poverty and inequality. Overall, educational sociology provides a comprehensive framework for understanding the complex relationships between education and society, aiming to inform policies and practices that promote equity, social justice, and improved education outcomes for students who are coming from diverse backgrounds. The scope of educational sociology is interdisciplinary, drawing upon theories and concepts from sociology, education, psychology, anthropology, and other social sciences. Its goal is to deepen our understanding of the social dimensions of education and to inform educational policies, practices, and reforms that promote equity, social justice, and positive social change in educational system and society at large. So its scope is vast. It has variety of dimensions. Let's have a look on some examples related to educational sociology. Scope of educational sociology. Like we can study peer influence, how peer influence and peer relationships and social networks within schools influence students' academic motivation, behavior, and social skills. They all are very broad terms. Motivation, like extrinsic motivation, intrinsic motivation, behavior, how a person behaves, how a person reacts, how a person learns, how he or she behaves with others, whether he or she is disciplined or not, such thing also a part of his or her behavior, whether a child is obedient or not, and social skills, how they adjust themselves with other people in the society or with the other members of the society. Educational inequality and access. Impact of unequal access to education in schools or different socio-economic areas, and its effect on educational resources, facilities, and student achievement fall under this domain, and it can be it can be researched, it can be studied why there exists educational inequality and limited resources, and what are its impact. It can be studied. Education and social stratification, how socioeconomic status affects a students' access to higher education, barriers such as availability of guidance, counseling, etc. So there are some areas which come into this category or which fall under this domain. In our next session, we will come up with some other topic. Thank you.